Hello, my name is Christy and I will be hiking the PCT with my sister in 2025, and here is all the gear that I will be taking. So dialing in my gear has been the most challenging part of preparing for this hike. I did multiple shakedown backpacking trips last year, just testing out different pieces of gear, seeing what works and what doesn't work. And I think I've got it pretty well fine-tuned. I have been very pleased with what I have ended up with. So in this video, I am just going to go as quickly as I can because I don't want this to be like a 45-minute to an hour video. Go over every single piece of gear that I'm taking. There is some exceptions and I will explain as I go. And I also am going to show you how I'm going to pack my pack. So I'm going to kind of go over them as I am packing my pack. My first piece of gear is my pack. And I got the Z-Packs Arc Haul, I believe it's the 50 liter. And I really do love this pack. It is very lightweight and it's been working really well. It fits really comfortably. Now, they say that it is water resistant, but I like to put a compactor bag down inside my pack just to make sure that my sleeping bag and my clothes and things stay dry. So I always line it with a compactor bag, and I'm just using a trash bag. All right, so the first thing I'm putting in my pack is my sleeping pad. I'm using the Thermarest Neo Air X Lite. I have the Zimbivy sleep system, and this is the sheet that comes with it, so I just throw that down the bottom. I'm also using the Zimbivy pillow. So that's the next item. And then my quilt, and I have the Zimbivy 10-degree down-filled quilt. And I just put it right in the bottom of my pack, just stuffing it in there. I do not use stuff sacks. All right, next up is my clothes. So this is what I will be hiking in. I've got the Ascend leggings and the Ascend sun hoodie. These came from Cabela's. They were relatively inexpensive and I really, really like them. I've tried several other sun hoodies. I do not like them when they come up around my neck. This is nice and wide and open, so I really, really like it. Yeah, I'll go over my socks and my underwear in just a minute. All right, so next, what I'll be sleeping in. I have the Thermajane leggings, and these are fleece lined. They're very lightweight and they do a really good job of keeping me warm. I also will be sleeping in this Light Heart Gear Alpha Direct 90 hoodie. I really, really like the combination of both of these. They keep me warm and they're super lightweight. I did have some merino wool like top and bottoms, but they were pretty heavy. So I've swapped out to just this because it's lighter, and the hoodie also serves as like an insulation. So I could wear it over my sun hoodie if it's really cold. It breathes really, really well. So that's what I'll be sleeping in. All right, so on to my socks. These are my sleep socks. They're just an old pair of socks that I've had. They do a really good job. I have debated on whether or not to get the down booties. I haven't made that final decision yet, but this is what I have been sleeping in. I also have some Ingenji liners. I don't necessarily hike in these, but sometimes I will sleep in them, and then if I have to get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, I've got the Teva sandals and my feet don't get cold. These keep my feet nice and warm. I am taking an extra pair of hiking socks. These are the Down Tough. And then the socks that I have on my feet right now are the wide open They're the wide open. They're like a they're not off brand. They're just I think Darn Tough makes them. They just have a wider part around the ankle. So those are my socks. All right, so then for my underwear, this is my bra. This is what I will be hiking in. I'm not wearing it right now, obviously. It is the Mountain Warehouse Active ISO Cool, and I really do love this bra, and I have tried many. I'll just say that. I'm also taking like a town bra, so when I'm doing laundry, I still have a bra. This is just, I think it's the Bally brand. Anyway, it's super, super thin. It doesn't weigh hardly anything, but I just wanted another one just to have. And then I will be taking 2 pair of black ex officio underwear. I'm also taking a buff. I also am taking these gloves. They are a converted fingerless glove that converts into a mitten. The brand is Trailheads. I really, really like them. For my rain gear, I am taking rain pants. These are pants that I've had. I've debated on whether or not to try to find some that are lighter, but I'm just sticking with these. These are Mountain Warehouse rain pants. And my jacket is a Frog Tog rain jacket, and I really like them. I will also be taking a hat, and this is the Sprints brand. It's ventilated, very comfortable. It dries really quick, and I like it. All right, so I have a couple different t-shirts here. I haven't decided on which one I'm going to take. I'm not starting off the trail wearing t-shirts or having t-shirt in my pack even. This is something that I will have my husband mail me out later. But yeah, I'm either going to go with a merino wool, it's a smart wool, or the Columbia, just not sure yet. And then for shorts, if I feel like I might want a pair of shorts for later when it gets hotter, these are just biker style shorts, and I can have my husband mail those out to me as well. Okay, and then I will be putting all of my clothes in this Gregory day pack / water bladder holder. This actually came from my Gregory Diva backpack. I don't use that pack anymore, but this came out of there. And I really like this because it keeps all my clothes in here. And then when I get to town, I have an extra little pack I can throw on if I need to go to the store or things like that. This weighed like right at 4 ounces, I think. So it was lightweight. And so I think I'm going to go with this. Plus it has a little zipper pocket in the front. And anyway, all right, so my clothes is the next thing to go down inside of my compactor bag. All right, then the next thing is my Enlightened Equipment Puffy. This is the men's large Torrid. I like the large because it's a little bit longer. I'm tall, it just fits me better. So that's going in next. All right, then I kind of just twist my compactor bag and I kind of just push out all this air. All right, so now we're moving on to all the little items, all the Diddy bags. And I'm just gonna go over them really, really quickly. This has been probably the hardest part. This is where I have noticed that ounces add up quickly to pounds. But yeah, let me just show you. So I've got these Dyneema little stuff sacks, Diddy bags, whatever you want to call them. I drew a red little cross on there just so it would, I would know that it's like my first aid little bag. I've got a cork ball that I'll be putting in there. This is an emergency blanket, survival blanket. And then these, this is going to have sunscreen in it. This has Voltaren in it, Voltaren cream. This is going to have Dr. Bronner's soap in it. and this has hydrocortisone cream. This is my mosquito net. I just keep it in this plastic bag. I've got some tenacious tape here. And then this is my first aid little kit. I will quickly go over this with you. I just have one little roll of gauze, a couple gauze pads. I've got some Band-Aids. This has Leukotape strips and Compeed little blister. It's basically blister prevention. This is a little thing of triple antibiotic ointment. I've got a set of fingernail clippers. And this is tweezers, safety pin, and straight pin. I've got a small thing of scissors. I've got a small thing of dental floss that could be used as some like thread or yarn or whatever. Got some Pepto-Bismol, Benadryl, Aleve, and then I will be taking my migraine medication, and that's what this is. All right, and then these are my earplugs. All right, first aid kit. All right, next up is just another Diddy bag, things that I need to keep in my tent, like my hairbrush. It's just one of these cheap hairbrushes that has the mirror and the bristles pop out. This is just a baggie with extra hair ties. My toothbrush and toothpaste. I've got a camp towel. This is to help just wipe down the condensation, or I don't know, anytime I might need a little towel, there's a camp towel. My foxtail air pump I put in here. My night core headlamp I put in here. And then a very controversial piece. This is some deodorant. It's not necessarily for my pets. Sometimes I put this on my feet. This doesn't weigh hardly anything. But I'm going to start out with it. If I feel like I don't need it, I'll get rid of it. And then I saw on somebody else's video that you might want to take extra, like shampoo, in case you get to somewhere to take a shower and there's no shampoo. I don't know if I'm taking this or not, because if I take the Dr. Bronner's, you can use that as shampoo. So this may not be going, but if I had it, this is where I'd keep it. I will also have these Porta wipes, coin towels, some soap petals, and some of my face soap as well. These are things that just kind of fluctuate. I'm starting out with 12 of the Porta wipes, and I'll also have some baby wipes that I'll be taking, just so that I can get myself kind of cleaned up in the evenings. So this is my Z-Packs fanny pack, and this is where I keep my electronics. So let me show you those. All right, so I'm starting out with two 10,000 milliamp Nightcore battery banks. I've got 3, but I'm not so sure I'm going to need 3. I'm going to start off with 3. When I get to the Sierras, if I feel like I need another one, I will add it. Then I've got the Anchor wall charger. I've got one USB lightning charger cable. This will be for my phone. I've got a longer one. I've got 2 USB-C to USB-C charging cables, and then I've got my ear pods. And then I also have one USB to USB-C charging cable. Keep an extra Ziploc bag in my fanny pack. So this is a tripod I'm taking. I'm actually going to be getting a new one. This is my older one, but it's a ultra pod. Anyway, I'm going to throw that in my fanny pack as well. I've got a dead cat mic cover for my phone. Got eyeglass case holder. This is where my wallet will go, is in my fanny pack. I also have a notebook and a pencil, a thing of chapstick. And then I've got one of these little cords. It's like a twist tie. This is great to keep my umbrella on, attached to my pack. It's a multi-purpose item. Next up is my water purifying system. I'll be taking the 2-liter C-Knock, and I just keep it in this plastic bag, and I have an extra Ziploc in there. I will be using the Sawyer squeeze. I'm throwing in an extra O-ring, and this is a coupling. It just makes it so that you can screw this onto a smart water bottle and your C-Knock. It kind of joins those two together. All right, and then I will be taking this Steri pen. This is just a backup. If we go to a water source and it's kind of questionable, we can filter it, and then we can use the Steri pen just to make sure that it kills everything. All right, I will be taking the deuce, a trowel, dig holes. Here is my bathroom bag. I put a little poop emoji on there. I am going to be taking these doggy bags. I just like them. I think they work really well to pack out my toilet paper, hand sanitizer, and then of course I will have like a roll of toilet paper in here and some wipes as well. All right, so inside my pack, I put both my Diddy bags, my first aid and my other Diddy bag. All right, so then my tent, I have the Durston X-Mid Pro 2. Yes, it is a 2-person tent. I like having a little extra room inside my tent to spread out my gear. When my food is in my pack, the tent may go on top, but for now, it's going down inside. So I'm just going to roll up down my top. So my water purifying kit goes in the outside pocket, along with my bathroom bag. And I always stuff my rain jacket on the outside as well. My camp shoes are these Teva sandals. I love them. They're comfortable and they are lightweight. So I always shove them down in the outer pocket as well. I will be taking a sun umbrella. This is the 6 Moon Designs, and it goes on the side of my pack. Next, I will put my Cooler Cloth on the side of my pack. If you don't know what this is, it's a pee towel. No explanation needed for this. So I do have a water bottle holder on my strap. On my other strap, I will have my Garmin InReach Mini. And I will also have this little thermometer. It's a digital thermometer. I also will be taking my neck knife here. I'm not sure if I'm going to wear it around my neck or not. Typically I keep it in the hip belt pocket, but it is nice and handy. So that's my neck knife. So for my shoes, I wear the Ultra Olympus. These are the Olympus 6, and these are men's, size 9. Men's have a little bit wider in the toe box. Even though Ultras are known for their wide toe box, I just want a little extra. And then I have here the Dirty Girl gaiters that I will wear with them. All right, I also have the 1/8 of an inch Gossamer Gear pad that I'm using along with the Tyvek. This Tyvek I use it as a footprint for my tent. Even though they say it's not necessary, I want to protect it as best I can. A lot of people fold their Gossamer Gear pad and their Tyvek and put it inside the tent. I like to roll it up and put it on the back because it makes my pack able to stand up on its own. If I don't have that, it tends to fall forward. So I like to keep it there. My trekking poles are the Hiker Hunger trekking poles. I have used this brand for several years and I love them. These are new, but they're relatively inexpensive compared to some of the other ones, and they work well. All right, so then my last piece of gear, it's probably one of my favorite pieces of gear, is my chair. Yes, this is a chair. It weighs 2.5 ounces. I was not going to take a chair until my sister found this. So let me show you what it looks like and how it works. I mean, this takes 2 seconds to put up. There's little slots that these poles go into. This is your seat here, and you can put your pad down if you want, and then you can just adjust it. You put this and you just basically lean against it, but I will show you. Ta-da! I've got a chair. It's pretty nice, just to be able to lean back. All right, so I put my chair in the side pocket beside of my umbrella. All right, so that's all for my pack right now. I do want to go over just a few other things. One being is my micro spikes. When I get to maybe San Jacinto, depending on the amount of snow that they have, I will take the micro spikes. I'm not starting out with these just because I don't want to carry the extra weight until I absolutely have to. But I do have the micro spikes. I don't have an ice axe yet. I'm thinking I might pick up my ice axe in Kennedy Meadows South when the time comes. For my food storage, when I start out in the desert, I will be using this Hilltops food storage bag that has the rucksack and the rope. You can throw it over a tree if you want. Not so sure I'm going to use that. I probably will just sleep with it in the tent. When I get to the Sierras or the sections that need a bear can, I do have the bear vault, so I will be taking that. I almost forgot my spoon. This is the Tokes polished bowl spoon. Let's go put this in my food bag. Now, I'm not starting out with a stove or pot in the desert section. All my food is just going to be grab and go, like wraps, jerky, just trail mixes, bars, just things I can grab and go that I don't have to cook. When I get to the Sierras, I may change my mind and want a nice hot meal in the evenings, and I'll have my husband mail me my MSR pocket rocket and my Tokes. I think it's a 750 milliliter pot. I'm not exactly sure, but I'll have him send that out to me when we get there and we reassess. So I have tried to keep my pack as light as I possibly can. I've made some investments in light gear, like my tent, my pack, my sleeping bag. I know not everybody can do that. I did become a little bit obsessed over weighing every single piece of gear I had, every ounce. I got my pack weight is right around 16 pounds, and I'm pleased with that. I do have some leeway. There are some things that I could get rid of if I need to, but this is what I'm starting out with. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you in some way. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again soon.